He's 50 now. It's like, oh, I'm tired. I'm ready to settle down. You're 50. You were running the streets for 50 years, and now you want us to all of a sudden try to get serious.
Can I say something about
why
that?
don't you guys do that at 20 and 30? You want to be 50, and now you want somebody to come take care of you.
Can I say something
That's
about
how
that?
I feel.
Can I say something about that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so now we're talking logical, right? Are we talking emotional or are we talking logical?
What? No, let's be logical.
Okay, logical. At 50, a man still can find a mate without a problem. I think a man could wake up tomorrow and want to be married. He can get married, especially if he has his life together. It is so easy for him to do that. I think what my older women should do with the younger sisters is let them know they are on like a clock with finding the highest value man that is possible in a dating pool. And the chances are between 18 and about 32 to 35 is your max. I would say when your stock is high as me and Bear talk today, you should sell. Yeah. You shouldn't wait for your stock to start coming down.
A new day, a different Negro who should have never, ever been given a microphone. Talking about a man at 50 can easily get married. Lies, lies, lies. The type of woman that a 50-year-old man, especially the type of woman that a 50-year-old black man is trying to marry, is not going to want him. It's really just that simple. And it's truly, truly scary how many black men live in delusion, but yet stay saying that they are the most logical. And then what they do is they get these podcasts and they spread their delusions to other black men like an infection. Because the only people that are talking about how wanted and desired old black men are black men. You don't hear women saying this. Like you don't hear a single woman saying this. And then let's talk money, right? Because if you're a 50-year-old man and you're trying to get married and you're trying to get these younger women, let's be clear here. Money is going to be the motivator for these women to entertain you. But statistically, a black man at 50 years old, 50 to 59, he isn't even making $50K a year. Not even $50K. So what young, hot woman is looking at you and saying, man, I got to get on that right away. Or the other women, oh, I missed out on him. I missed out on my chance to go 50-50 and do all the housework and do most of the parenting. Not to mention, okay, since we want to talk logically, that around age 40, black men's health starts to really decline statistically. Black men statistically have the worst health out of everyone, including black women, and the lowest life expectancy. So at 50, let's be real here. Who is really trying to holler? And I really think that black men stay lying in order to, number one, shame black women for aging, which is something that black men do too. And that literally every living thing on this planet does. And then number two, y'all do it to get women to panic about being alone or thoughts of them possibly ending up alone. And you want them to settle for less. And you want them to spend all of their prime years being used up, being somebody's mammy mule. Nah, fam. And then you know what? I hate when men say that. Are we going to talk emotional? Or are we going to talk logical? Because that's only a way for men to try to gaslight women into not challenging whatever nonsense is being said for fear that they're going to be called emotional. Because nothing that woman said was emotional. It actually made perfect sense. And then for this man to say, let's talk logical, and then proceed to say some of the most illogical stuff of all time, that's truly diabolical. And then, y'all, I don't even know why I did it. I go to this man's page, and I see a pic of him with a woman, and I guess this is his woman, and I'm like, you want a woman to do what? Hurry up and get married so she can be with a man like you? Taking some pics on some steps? You know, you don't even have her anywhere that is flattering for the picture. No hotel, no vacay, no nothing. She just out there with some pink shoes on the steps with you. You want a man, hold on. You want a woman to hurry up and get married so that she can hurry up and start dating a man that looks like, hold on, y'all. I got to get it together. I gotta eat it. That looks like a cross between an orc and 50 Cent. And just in case you don't know what an orc is, I put it up here. Y'all see it. Y'all tell me. He don't look like a cross between those two things? Baby, no. No, no, no. Absolutely not. And then I go even further on this man page. This man got stories on his page where he is out at the club at his big, mature age with nothing but hard legs. Nothing but hard legs. Where the ladies at since the 50-year-old men and the older men is in such high demand? Like, where they at? Where the ladies? Where the hot chicks at? All I see is you out here dancing by yourself. And who was the woman in the pictures? I don't know. Because where's she at even? Or did she leave too? So, like, what are we talking about? Like, you're out here all alone on the dance floor, on your podcast, lying and acting like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And with those comments that he said about, you need to hurry up and get married. You need to hurry up and choose the next man that you see before your stock drop. Because, boy, when you get to be 32, that's a wrap for you. Life is over at 32. Oh, that's it. Like, let me tell you something. Please do not listen to men like this. Unattractive men that ain't never had a stock. Ain't never been in high demand. All right? Please know this. There is no stock. There is no clock. Do you? There will always be a demand for Black women and women in general. Period. Live life how you want authentically. Young Black women, live your life. Experience your life. Let it just be you. Take the time to get to know you and figure out what you want. You don't need to tie yourself to a man and make your existence all about him because he says that that's what's supposed to fulfill you. No, because that's not going to fulfill you. What is for you will always be for you. Whatever is meant to happen in your life, it will happen, and you don't have to rush it. If you're meant to have a romantic love, it'll be there. But some people are meant to have romantic love. Some people have family love or a platonic love from friends or love from their kids. Whatever you're supposed to have, you will have it. You ain't got to rush nothing. So please keep your happiness, keep your peace until if and when you find a man that is worth adding to your life. Period. Because, nothing good comes out of rushing. Take it from me. Take it from me. Don't listen to these Negroes talk about you better sell your stock to the first person willing to buy it. Let me say this. A man who finds a wife, finds a good thing. And there is no woman that should be out there looking and searching for a man. Like, men don't add value, women add value. You have men that want to spend their 20s, 30s, 40s being for the streets and hitting anything walking. Any woman that will allow him to hit, he hitting it. You know what I'm saying? And he then wants to come and find this young girl who has her whole life ahead of her with no baggage to stop and cater to him now. That he's tired of being used up and for the streets and he's some old buzzard. And he wants to take away her ability to live her life on her own terms the way he did. Like, no, it don't work like that. I just want you to know for real, young Black women, live your life how you see fit. Please do not be in any rush to be with the man or to find a husband. The priority is you and your happiness. Life is way too short to be focusing on that. Don't let these men, especially when you see the men that's always talking, men that you probably wouldn't even spit on if they was on fire. Don't let these men scare you into selling yourself short. Like, for real, because nope, nobody wants them. They benefit from your fear. And it's like, you notice that all of this fear-mongering propaganda, it's always sold to women. It's never sold to men. You don't never hear any men telling other men like, oh man, you got to hurry up, son. You got to get married at 20. Yeah, for all the women be gone, you got to do that. You got to do that. Because, boy, when you get to be 35 and 40, you washed up, son. You washed up. Why? Because these men, a lot of them want young women. They want young girls. So they want to keep the younger men just doing whatever while they try to scoop up the women that the young women, they shouldn't even be focused on anyway. You know what I mean? And I just want y'all to know that, like I said, this type of fear-mongering, this type of propaganda, it only benefits men, you know? And I'm just letting y'all know, like, young Black girls, you should not be looking to get married. And you actually should be abstinent. You shouldn't even be engaging with men sexually, period. It is a drain on your energy. It opens you up to disease, possible disease. It opens you up to unwanted pregnancy. It affects your mental when you become connected, intimately connected to men that are not for you. It's a whole host of things that go on to that. So please, young Black girl, chill. You got plenty of time to get into all of that. Just focus on you. Focus on your education. Focus on your career. Focus on living your life and simply being happy. Because you can be here one day and you can be gone the next. Why would you want to possibly waste the time that you have in living your life now on earth with somebody just because somebody else told you that's what you're supposed to be doing? No. You shouldn't even dare think about men until you have lived life on your own terms and been your own boss. You know, the times of a girl just leaving her parents' house, you know, at 18 just to go at 19 in a man's house to be told what to do by him, that's over with. That's over with. Y'all can forget that. I know y'all want that to happen so badly, men, but it's not going to happen. That is over with. A man is not a prize. Period. A man will literally give his body to whoever will have him. He will put himself inside of a hole, not knowing who's on the other side. Just to pump it away. Don't know who's over there. You know what I'm saying? It could be Big Bubba on the other side. He don't care. Like, I mean, does that sound like somebody that you need to be rushing to get? Does that sound like an achievement? Like, it's... I'm telling you, like, take it from me, the majority of men are not an achievement. I'm not saying that you can't find a man that is worth it, that's loving, and that's kind, that makes life worth living. But from my experiences, those men are like literally very few and far in between. Honestly, for real. Like, I have this conversation with my husband all the time. I really do feel like he is very unusual. He is very much a unicorn. And if I all of a sudden was not married, I wouldn't even attempt to be looking for no man. Like, I would not. For real, because I feel like, you know what? God already gave me my one shot of a normal man. The next time, I'm not gonna be so lucky, you know? But anyway, I'm just saying, like, take it from me. I've dated men. I didn't have sex with all of these men, but I've dated men. I've got to know men. And I'm telling you, the majority of men are not worth the wait or the rush or whatever you want to call it. Focus on you, sis. All right? And then what you don't understand is that these men that will say these things and they will try to tell young girls to get married quick, they usually will end up leaving those same girls when they age for somebody else younger. So then you just wasted your youth for nothing. Because you didn't have a long-term marriage, a one forever. So you could have just did what you wanted to do. You know? So all I'm saying is, like, seriously, be smart, ladies. Be smart. Focus on you. Like I said it a million times in this video because I really mean it. Prioritize yourself. Fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with your company. Fall in love with the girlfriends that you accumulate or that you foster relationships with. You know? Get closer to, if you have, you know, a mother that you're close with or a sister that you're close with or the cousin that you're close with, or you end up finding some girls in school or at your job that you're cool with. Focus on all of that and living your life, because what is meant for you will be for you. There's no rush. Seriously. Like I said, love will come. It will come. It will come for you. And it can come in many, many, many different forms. romantic love is not just the only thing to focus on, you know? But anyway, I'm just saying this man was tripping. I think y'all know that. And this whole shaming thing has got to stop. But anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent, y'all. So I digress. If you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and drop a 2 in the comments. And you already know why. All right, because this man is boo, 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 boo. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. Follow me on TikTok while it's still here. Follow me on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And as always, ladies, I really love to hear from y'all. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.